It's Monday afternoon and it's time for some good old FIFA. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL powered by Coca-Cola. Before we get the event started, let's show a huge shout out to our sponsors, starting off with our associate sponsors Hero, our esports partners Nordwind Gaming, and our platform partners PlayStation. And let's not forget our digital collectibles partners Terra Virtua as well. And we do have CA joining with us after a long time. So what's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm very excited, Fixes. Like you said, it's been a decent while, and I've been missing the eISL, not gonna lie, especially with the action really ramping up. We're getting close to that end stage. हर team एक दूसरे के साथ अपना best देना शुरू कर रही है, so I'm glad to be back at that right time.
Oh yeah, of course. Now, as we take a look at the format for all the new viewers out there, we're almost approaching the end game, right? All the teams are nearby to complete all the games in the league stages, so which is happening since the 20th of November, and it will go on till the 13th of March, and then on 19th to 21st we do have our finals, and then whoever wins that final goes up against each other. So you've got brothers turning enemies towards the very end to qualify for the FGS. So along with that, CA, you're winning the championship, you're getting the bragging rights, but also a lot of money is involved when I'm talking about 78 lakh rupees on the line.
Ooh. Exactly, a lot of money involved as a motivation really for all of these teams. But an extra addition that we've got recently, a big thank you to Terra Virtua for the same, is besides that 4 lakh rupees for the MVP, a personalized NFT. That's a lifelong memory, Fixes, where if you get the MVP, you get that NFT, which is like a one of a kind personalized art. It's so nice to just be like, look back and like, hey, I was the MVP then.
Yeah, I mean, of course, no doubt at that. And likewise, the interesting turn of events that we've had for so long, right? I'm getting all riled up because it's been a while. We've had some good old FIFA action, and today we're gonna have that in display. But talking about the two teams over here in contention again, we've got a battle between the lower order, right? And Hyderabad FC going up against, of course, Kerala Blasters FC. But before that, we're going to take a look at the leaderboards to find for ourselves where they stand. So Hyderabad FC, playing 14 games, are sitting at 16 points, as Kerala Blasters, by the virtue of 13 matches, have just garnered 15 points.
Yeah, and the top four is getting so damn close, Fixes. Of course, SC East Bengal is starting to set themselves apart and almost guaranteeing their slot. But you look at the rest, 26, 25, 23, 23, 23, 22. There's 6 teams fighting for 3 slots left, and damn, is it getting intense, man.
Oh yeah, it is already getting intensified considering how things have been going on. So let's take a look at the schedule, the matchups that we have lined up for you. Like we said, Kerala Blasters FC going up against Hyderabad FC. Both the teams in their yellows will be going up against each other. So Lokmanya going up against DK. Now that is really interesting considering, I mean, ideally you would want Lokmanya to go against Adizima, but Akshat is the one who's going to be holding the helm there.
Exactly, and it's quite interesting, as you said, the matchups themselves, because all of these teams, they're fighting for the very best. I think Hyderabad, they're not as close to the rest of them, but Kerala most definitely still have a chance. Even mathematically, Hyderabad do most definitely have that chance to make it happen. So it really does come down to all of these individual matches, the momentum you're able to carry. And talking about that, head-to-head wise, these teams are extremely close. And today we're going to have to see who is able to really set themselves apart.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I'd love to see that as well. But once we take a look at the previous encounter, Akshat had quite a bashing against DK. He did him good, 4-0 up, and then it was Adizima and Lokmanya, and that late last-minute concedement of Lokmanya having that goal being scored by Adizima. And then, eventually Kerala Blasters FC went on to win the game in the co-op mode. But today is redemption time for Hyderabad FC. But Kerala Blasters FC likewise haven't been having a good time as well, because the last encounter they could not do much, and somewhere down the line, Lokmanya is under heavy pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And Lokmanya is most definitely feeling that pressure because he's one of the most senior most players in the eISL right now. trying his hardest against all odds to pull off a miracle run, really, for Kerala Blasters and get them into the top four. Very tough right now because, as we saw on the leaderboard, 26-25, three teams on 23 and a team on 22, and Kerala Blasters languishing at just 16 points. But hey, every point counts, Fixes. So if he's able to get the win right here against Hyderabad, maybe, just maybe, Kerala and all of those Lokmanya fans will get some hopium for themselves.
Oh yeah, you need a lot of opium today if you gotta get that win. Because Lokmanya, likewise, he started off really on a big note, and ever since it has been a tumbling affair for him. So today would definitely be that matchup where he needs to redeem himself. But against DK, it's not going to be that easy because lately DK has been in a sublime form, really putting up the scores there pretty well. And Adi Zima, he's defeated all the greats that we've had, going after Saranj. He's broken the unbeatable streak of Shubham. He's done it all. So,
Oh, yes.
obviously you would want this game to go to the co-op game. Likewise, this match a little bit stacked on Lokmanya's side, but I really would not rule out DK's chances either.
Yeah, definitely. And I think DK can pull off a blinder the way he did the last time they played it as well. It just comes down to whether Lokmanya is going to give him the opportunity or not because, DK, he's had ups and downs throughout this tournament. I think it was Ankit who was saying, like, DK ke saath yahi hota hai. There's nothing to do about it. But he has continuously proven one thing, that he's not someone who's going to give up. He's going to keep trying his hardest. He's going to keep pushing forward. And today, that's the matter. Taking down someone like Lokmanya will at least give them the silver lining going into the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's game on, right? The first matchup of the three that we have. And here we go. Hyderabad FC kicking it off in their red kits from right to left. And then we've got Kerala Blasters FC in their signature left to right. Well, they've been doing very well in the real Hero ISL, but have been struggling lately in the eISL. And now talking about DK and his composition, his choice of players, we can clearly see, the last time he went into play, he scored a screamer out with Ronaldo on that cross. He knows how to get those volleys done. Everything just picture perfect for him. But now he is trying to put up an attack from the right wing.
Yeah. DK trying to set something up. And again, something that has been key, that has changed for these players recently, is the inclusion of that Bellingham card. Really excited to see how that does end up working out. But right now, key tackle from the side of Lokmanya. He's set up on the counter. We know Lokmanya, right? He's not going to be the kind of player who gets impulsive. He's always going to try to control the game, dictate the tempo with which he wants to play it. And talking about control, make sure you take that free team mascot for yourselves worth 19.99 over at the Terra Virtual channel. But yeah, Fixes. Back to this game right now. I think again, Lokmanya, a key factor for him always has been the way he's able to control the ball. So we'll have to see if DK can deny that somehow.
Oh yeah, I mean he certainly has to. I mean the way this game has been going, DK has been keeping a lot of possession on him, and Lokmanya has to really look out for these long passes because that is how exactly DK has amped up his play. And finally receiving some possession, will be pushing in with Ronaldo Nazario just until the point Ruben Diaz comes in and gets the interception over there. And there you have a counter attack bursting out of a DK side with Ronaldo and Mbappe chiming along with each other. But then again, both these players, they kind of have been conceding goals in a manner that they should never have. So defense has been one of those issues with both these lads. We've got to see with Mbappe and using his bursting pace. Could have been close, but has been well dealt.
Yeah, almost a penalty too right there. The tackle was perfect though, so he's able to deny it. But again, as you said, these players have been leaving holes in their defense that we wouldn't normally expect from players of their caliber. So even that is going to be a big test for them today. Can they just close it up? Right now, again, telling him, looking for those long passes. And I think for both of these players, those long passes are not going to be fruitful because you can see the nature of their defensive custom tactics setup. It's all about keeping it compact, but hold on. Oh, Pele turned on Ruben Diaz so sweetly, but just not able to find the acceleration to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those potential chances I really felt over there. Could have been capitalized really, but it is what it is. Now, again, DK really being alert on his defenses. He knows that has been one of his weak points. Now with Mbappe has to definitely look for some chance being created, maybe a long pass. We do not see that CR7 getting a lot deeper, but eventually on the right wing, he is over there. But regardless, it has been a back and forth affair. We must see. Not a lot of stuff's happening. Both the players opting for that new Bellingham card that you were just mentioning about. It has been quite a while, and this has been. There have been few changes here and there, right? We've seen
Yeah.
Donnarumma even being used as a goalkeeper. Team of the Year cards coming out. So definitely the players having access to that. But now it's sort of a cagey affair, right? A lot of battle around the midfields. This could be promising. Ronaldo Nazario, he was trying to go in, but a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, but this does set up a nice counter opportunity for DK. He could have looked for the pass down the left wing, the lob ball maybe, but instead just likes to slow it down, wants to play those 1-2s to set up his attackers, but again, a little too ambitious with those passes. Bellingham able to pick up the interception, and suddenly the game now starting to get a lot more back and forth as these players duking it all. This is where things will slow down though, especially when we reach that 35-40 minute mark. We see every player trying to control the ball so they can get that halftime attack around that 45th minute. And it seems like that's what DK wants to do right now, but maybe a little too early for that, and getting caught sleeping almost with another bad shot pass.
Oh yeah, I mean at this particular point, we've got to take a look at this potential chance
Ooh.
with a beautiful cross. Mbappe might just overstretch it, but still has the possession. But a lot of men defending over here, passes it on towards CR7. But look, Manu again giving it to Ronaldo Nazario. And just when we thought that he had that little glimmer of opening, it goes away.
Yeah, but it does open up for DK himself. He's got Eusebio on the left wing, actually. Quite curious. We haven't seen much of Eusebio in action because, as you can see, most of DK's play is concentrated through midfield. He wants to set up the 1-2s. He wants to get his midfielders making the forward runs. Like you noticed, Bellingham was just trying to do that. So the entire idea right here is to break Lokmanu's defense by sort of pulling it apart and leaving the holes inherently. And oh my god, that loop-de-loop almost did exactly that, but strong from Lokmani on the defense. He's able to get back.
Oh yeah, he is definitely getting back, and just before the brink of the first half whistle, we would of course want to have that one goal up, and there he goes. Look, Manu, finally getting that little glimmer of opening the right pass towards Mbappe and hammers it past the net, and here we are 1-0 up for Kerala Blasters FC.
Yeah, and DK won't be happy about that. The keeper literally not able to stop one of the easiest saves right there, like most likely. But that shows you the power which comes in the shot of that 97 Team of the Year Mbappe card. Just as you said it perfectly, hammered it across that keeper. And again, this is the strength of that 45th minute attack. Like more often than not, I'm not sure. Maybe it's placebo, maybe it's not. But more often than not, in that 45th minute mark and in that 90th minute mark, a lot of players are actually able to convert these chances that normally wouldn't be goals into goals.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it was such a cagey affair. It was back and forth FIFA for both these teams. But eventually, just look Manu working it out. And he is ever focused right now because he knows, the kind of situation that they're in. If they lose one more game, it's over. Journey is closed for them. And now with this is not just where their woes end, right? The next matchup, CA, is Adizima coming in, who is in a blistering form. Now, even Akshat has shown tremendous improvement, but sometimes you've got to feel, right? Adizima is just better. So, ideally, you would want Lokmanu to seal this one so that even if they let go of the second game, the third game is somewhere they can really win.
Yeah, most definitely. And you can see Hyderabad, they want to try to avoid that. DK wants to set his teammate up for success. They've got Messi on for Eusebio. So I am curious if Messi is actually going to play on the left flank or if DK is going to decide to switch up the flank, get Messi on the right so that he can set it up with the finesse. And he's done exactly that. I feel like you can see Ronaldo now on the left wing, Messi most likely on the right. A lot of opportunities with those wingers for those finesse shots. So maybe unlike old You can see DK spreading it up, but right now the ball with Lokmanyu himself, looking for the 1-2s, but running into an extremely compact defense on the side of DK. Ooh, gives back the ball in a cheap position, DK.
Oh yeah, and now this is not suitable because well, Lokman, you might capitalize on it. Oh, it's still fine, but now with Messi passing it on towards Hullet, Bellingham giving it away towards Ronaldo. Now there we've got to see if DK can make anything out of this chance. A little bit of tweaks here and there. We do have Messi coming in, the chance of finish shot, of course, there, but Cancelo. See, we can clearly see Cancelo just clearing it away.
Exactly that, but again, it's such a dicey match right now. Fixes both of these players at their very nerves. That 45-minute attack for Lokmanyu giving him the edge right now, but other than that, they're not able to create any clear-cut chances. So if either player gets a chance, taking it right then and there, being clinical from that chance is going to be absolutely key.
Yeah, I mean yeah, I mean it definitely will be right now at this particular point. But Kerala Blasters FC, we can see that they've been 1-0 up, and now DK, he's looking for some sort of an opening, and Bellingham and the long legs, right, making sure that the ball does not pass through. This could be a crucial pass given towards Ronaldo, and Marquinhos, ever dependable, does get the save there.
Again, I feel like Lokmanyu kind of second-guessing himself. Could have just ran forward with Ronaldo, but instead chose to turn back. But right now, we've got the other Ronaldo on the counter. DK giving the ball away. It's back and forth action. The defenses are opening up, and Bellingham's strength, one of those long passes, setting up Ronaldo on the header, and a finesse taken by Ronaldo Nazario. This time, Schmeichel able to get to it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, now Lokmanyu is definitely changing up the pace a little bit over here, right? Because considering the fact that he was going very into it, very close knit FIFA, right? Suddenly he started going for the long balls, right? And it's just gonna keep getting worse for DK. Now all that he's got to do is look for that one equalizer, and if Lokmanyu can manage to score one more, I think this particularly could be lights out, CA.
Yeah, definitely, especially with just 35 minutes left on the clock. This corner right here is going to be key. Now, did I just notice Gullit? Wow, Gullit going off for Hyderabad FC. They're going all attack, bringing on De Bruyne. De Bruyne and Bellingham in the midfield means you can go for some insane long balls. So we're going to have to see how that works. But right now, Lokmanyu setting his team up, goes for the far post, but I think Bellingham's kind of whiffed that pass.
Oh yeah, he did, right? And now this is where DK needs to capitalize on this counter-attack, getting De Bruyne in, Cancelo towards Ronaldo, and now he's looking at a perfect setup with Ronaldo. He definitely has to score, but deflection coming out there, and oh my God, that could be as close that DK could have ever been to try and score that goals here.
Exactly, and this is why we kept talking about how important it was to be clinical when you got those chances. But hold on, a key interception from De Bruyne. DK is back. It's now or never if he wants to win the map. Win the match, he's got to get it through. And unfortunately, again, second-guessing himself, I think, on that pass, gives it away. And it's the huge pass set up from Ronaldo to Ronaldo. Lights out most likely. Oh, never mind.
I just was having that.
I thought it was.
I mean, I do. Yeah, of course, I understand it happens. Sometimes, players take to 10, take that run over there, realizing they kind of messed up and did not quite possibly celebrate. But for DK, that's some really good display of skills. Completely beating the goalkeeper. No! Mendy just with his gloves, CA. Oh.
The thing is, like, yesterday I was running some division rivals, and that same Mendy card is the exact same. It feels like he's a spider, he can reach literally any corner of the goal there and save it off. But damn, DK is facing some heartbreak, and in the immortal words that we've heard before, hey, DK ke saath yahi hoga.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that. And he was so close. But I like how he has been, improved his temperament. at goal. Now he's looking way more deadly. And this could potentially be lights out with CR7 giving the pass to his Ronaldo Nazario. No, a little bit time on that lofted chip pass and well utilized by DK to get their players there in time, and that could be a good pass.
Yeah, most definitely now. Still, if DK is able to convert a chance right here, it might have a slim chance of victory, but at least even getting the draw will be huge for Adi Zima. So right now I think DK is just focused on the goal. He set up Ronaldo Nazario. I wish he just taken the left-footed shot because he had two players in the box who could have pulled off the rebound goal, but instead a tendency that we've seen from many a top player, they like going for the strong foot and inherently give away a key shot opportunity, and the same going wrong with DK right there.
Yeah, and again, that is something we're approaching the final 3 minutes inside the game, and look, Manu, this is the point where he cannot concede a goal. Rather, he opts for a scoring one with Ronaldo Nazario. Goes in, takes a shot, but I think now he's just gonna hog possession.
Yeah, he can't blame Lokmani for this. It's a very close matchup. He knows how close DK has been to getting that equalizer, so he's going to make sure that that 90th minute chance does not go to DK. He does not get an opportunity. Instead, playing around with DK's heart and his players, making sure to make that Ronaldo dance. And it doesn't matter that he gives the ball away because that's the match picked up for Lokmani. A close affair, though, Fixes.
Yeah, and he feels that, right? Lokman absolutely feels that went really close, and he did it, right? And he certainly could not believe how few of those chances could not go in. And this goal from Lokman, this one decider goal, uh, might just possibly be the Terra Virtua super moment of the match, but maybe I'm speaking too early because we do have Adi Zima going up against Akshat up next in game number 2, and this is going to be a really interesting affair because Akshat, like I said, right, he is in a very good form, and so is Adi Zima, and he's got so much experience to back it up. It's Akshat's first major FIFA tournament. He's not played competitively before, but look at how well Lokmanu set up this goal for Mbappe, and directly going in for the shot. There was no chance on earth that DK could do anything about that. But regardless, it was just that one goal coming in, sort of a silent affair. But DK towards the second half, I think he got pretty deadly. But like you said, right, DK के साथ ऐसा ही होता है.
Yeah, quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. He made it very close. In this chance especially, I thought it would have definitely gone in, but no, Mendy with the tip of his hand, literal just fingers, getting that save through it. You can see DK quite sad that he's not able to pull it off, but that's okay. As even the stats tell us, it was an intensely close matchup, just a 0.3 lead in terms of that EXG for the side of Lokmanu, but it's the win that matters. Fixes. It's that 1-0 lead that Kerala now have in this series that does truly matter. So Adi Zima definitely with a decent bit of pressure to try and pull this back, take this to the ball.
Oh yeah, of course. And for Akshat, it is either go for a goal or maybe try and get a draw, because if even if you can do that, then also it's something that I'd take with open arms. So yeah, again, that is definitely gonna happen. But the voice in my head says we do have Lokmanu with us, who's waiting inside the studio. And my friend, it's been a long, hard time. Finally, a win. How do you feel?
It definitely fixes. It does feel really good after a very bad run of form for us. I think I personally lack the mentality of not being able to get the first goal. And as soon as I got that, I think I got in my groove. But obviously, extremely unlucky. DK, he's a class player, as we've all seen him, and he did deserve that goal, to be very fair. And yeah, but this win is really important for us, and hopefully Akshat can do the same, and then we can somehow manage to stay in this league if there's at all any chance.
Yeah, and I'm curious about just the goalkeeper, for example, Mendy coming in, and all of the changes that we've seen with the new cards coming in. Do you think it's sort of helped you reset that run of form and get back into this good run of form at all?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Mendy, he's someone I'm using him in my main team as well when I play
Oh,
FUT otherwise. And I am used to him by now because of his combination with Rudiger. I think Rudiger was extremely crucial in this match as well. So all these new cards have definitely helped all the players in the league in order to like
right.
make those changes and get, decide who to play, who to not play.
Now you just harped upon Lokmani on the fact that your chances of making the top four are very slim. But have you done the maths? Like with the remainder number of games that you have, is there any chance on earth that Kerala Blasters FC can make it?
Like I mentioned, like I we'll fight till the end. That's what we're gonna try to do. I'm not calculating anything right now because we're gonna try and enjoy ourselves. I've seen taking a lot of pressure hasn't helped at all in my
Oh
last
yeah.
4 5 games. Lost draw, lost draw. That's how it's been. So yeah, we'll take one game at a time. And even in the worst case scenario, like we both of us are proud to represent Kerala, and we'll keep doing that till the end. Even if by any chance we make it or not make it, that doesn't really matter right now.
Perfect, absolutely, and we really hope that you do. And this fighting spirit of yours has been from day one, and really hope all the best for you, team, and Akshat as well, because he's got a huge matchup coming next. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you so much, Fixes. Take care.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
see for the players itself that, like you said, a
It's
lot of pressure coming before this matchup into the matchups he had didn't really help. So I'm glad they're just taking the time to now enjoy themselves and give their best
yeah,
performance.
yeah, for the fans at least, keep fighting till
Yeah,
the end is what Lokmanu says, and such an amazing speaker when it comes, the right words and everything all the time, and he knows, he's got so much to say, but he's sort of, keeping it all inside of him, and yeah, I think this has happened to the best in the lot this time around the eISL, even with Saranj Jain, right? There was a point
yeah,
he was also, giving away a few games here and there, not scoring, not being the ideal deadly Saranj that we've seen. And there came a point, and he was like, "Chuck it! I'm just gonna go all in." And that is when we get to see, Chennai FC back into their winning ways. So Kerala Blasters FC realized that maybe a little too late over here, because somewhere down the line it really feels that the ship has sailed from the harbor. But the same can be even said for Hyderabad FC. But now taking a look at these two players. Now, this is where I really feel, Akshat as a player. Look at the statistics. I mean, he's got better stats than Adizima, at least in terms of the
hmm,
goals scored. But he's at the same time, I must say, he's got even the better stats than Adizima in terms of conceding a lot of goals. So that is
yeah.
something that Akshat has to watch out for. Other than that, I think attacking wise, he's really doing well.
Definitely, and I think that's going to be the biggest test against someone like Adi Zima, who we know to be a consistent defender. He's not the kind to give away free opportunities. He's not the kind to give away like random loops in his defense. He's the kind who might struggle with scoring here and there, but his defense is rarely ever an issue. Now, having said that, for Adi Zima as well, these new cards initially were a little weird, where he couldn't really get as used to them as he was before. But going into that, moving as the way he's evolved and learned, as you said, now he's on a great run of form. So we get to see him maybe at his very best, because Hyderabad definitely need that. They're 1-0 down in this series. And for Akshat, even a draw is more than enough to then go into the co-op with guaranteed points, but also lesser pressure in the co-op. All they need would be a simple draw again in the co-op to secure the win overall. We'll have to
Oh
see
yeah,
though, because now we're into the match.
right. And this is the second game getting live between these two amazing players, and Akshat with a lot to prove. And the last time he went up against DK, he managed to get a 4-0 amazing win. That is how good this player has been lately. But against Adizima, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, we'll have to say really, because Adizima, as you said, it's a whole different ball game altogether. A very composed player, a very disciplined player altogether, as compared to someone like Akshat, who I'd say is very eccentric. He's an amazing goal scorer, but as you said, he's had some problems on the defense. Now, quite interesting, I do notice he's running Pele. Adizima running Pele on the left wing. It's something we saw Hyderabad start off with even last time with Eusebio instead, and then change later. But Again, Akshat's threat on the attack is something that we see immediately at the very start. His passes are very nifty, and the way he's able to crack someone like Adi Zima's defense almost already, it bodes well. We're going to see an amazing matchup fixes.
Oh, definitely. No questions at that, to be honest, because the way things have been going, all right, this could be a good attack set in by Adizima with Pele. Ooh, looking for that pass on Ronaldo Nazario, and well read, but no, the ball has been stolen away by Bellingham and
Ooh.
Hullet. Oh, this is such back and forth FIFA going around here.
Yeah.
I do not know if the players are intending to do such sort of giveaways over there because it's happening back and forth. But Adi Zima manages to retain that last laugh. And with Pelin again pushing in from the left wing, he's got to find that one pass. Maybe would go for a player on his back lines. But Hakimi, oh, did want to dribble it past, but could not quite succeed.
I think Adizima is playing Ronaldo on the right wing. Yeah, that does look like Ronaldo on the right wing. So I understand why he wants to play with a lot of Pele on the left. Maybe here and there look for some crosses because when you go far post with Ronaldo, you can make a chance. But right now, it's once again Akshat. And the way Adizima controls possession, it means he's always susceptible to the attack. A brilliant 1-2
Oh
between the
no!
Brazilian legends. But a whiff on the shot. I think he just took it too early, almost panicked.
Yeah, I mean, he just the timing, the power, everything could have been right in that particular shot, but it's all right. He's looking threatening, and this is exactly what we wanted, right? Ideally, when you come into this matchup, you would expect Adizima to be in the driver's seat, and Akshat denying him that is such a good sign over here. But now Adizima back on his attack, got Hullet passing it on towards. All right, he had his intention clear. He wanted to give it to Ronaldo, but that clearly did not happen. But Bellingham doing quite a lot of steals over there. Nice read, I must say, from Adzima's side. Again, with Ronaldo from that right wing, like you said, should be going for the cross, but instead wanted to opt for a pass. But well read by Akshat, and now he's on a counter attack of his own. Oh, there you go.
Boy, oh boy, every single time Akshat gets those passes sorted, it looks like he might be in for a clear-cut chance. And of course, this primarily because of the high line that Adizima inherently ends up playing. He has his fullbacks pushing up, he has his wingers pushing up. He wants to really spread apart Akshat's defense, and in some cases it works, but it also leaves him exposed, especially if he gets Sheep's giveaway like that happening. Now, Adizima able to get back, and yikes, talking about cheap giveaways, Akshat engaging in one himself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still happy that, Akshat is trying to create that pressure, right? He's
Yeah.
keeping Adizima on his toes every single time. And now with Mbappe, he's got to look for somebody at least and finds Hullet with Cancelo from that left wing. He's going to try and... what on earth was that, CA? What was the intention?
That's the confusion meme.
Okay, okay. All right, these players. Is Christmas too early?
Maybe just these players are like, we are brothers, we will gift each other. No, guys, you're competing. Come on. No, we're kidding though. I think at this point, both of the players really giving it all, playing more instinctively rather than necessarily disciplined. They know how important every match is at this stage. But talking about instinct and key pass spotted by Akshat. With Eusebio on the right, the cross is not ideal. He still gets it into the center, but ay.
Oh,
Again, a bit of a whiff on the shot. I wonder if he's just getting his timings wrong.
yeah. I think the chances that Akshat has been creating have been sublime, right? The idea behind every single attempted goal. This is where you see Lokmanyu's coaching classes, right, coming into effect, coming into play. But now we've got to see if someone can get a win over here, because this kind of getting a little stretchy at this particular point, right? Because it's 39 minutes gone past by. We are on the verge of the first half coming to an end, and we haven't seen even a single goal. Maybe this could be one. Just ripping the defenses apart. Needs to go for a chip shot, but no. CA. Akshat. Ah.
It's the shots. Dekro not able to be clinical, but he's still able to create the chances. Again, a key interception from Eusebio. Has got a bunch of options, but maybe an option too many. And just gets tackled without doing much about it. Gives Adizima back the ball, and now Adizima with a lovely long ball set up for Kylian Mbappe, trying to get in for the push, but this is why we've seen Marquinhos from the start of the eISL, now trending towards the end. A consistent player on the defense, they never drop him.
Oh yeah. And you would want to have it. I was really sad with Maldini not being an ideal choice for these players anymore, ditching him. But there you see, Lokmanya coaching classes already. He comes in, gives you those tips for 2 minutes, and that works wonders. I could really see on the center line defense. That's where Adizima has been a little bit more vulnerable, right? Akshat has been having a good chance at it. Look at this. All he had to do was maintain the ball towards himself. The moment Van der Sar came in, should have gone for a chip shot, and that was a goal. But easier said than done. But Adizima knows. We've seen Adizima start getting really deadly in the second half. So let's see who manages to seal this game. But because either ways, if Akshat manages to see it through, even with a draw, that's good news for Kerala Blasters FC.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good news, I think, like you said, for Kerala Blasters, because they have that 1-0 lead already. They can even go into the co-op. They would have been need a win in the co-op to secure 3 points. And the 3 points is what really matters to them, because as we heard Lok Manu say in the interview as well, they're just taking it match by match, trying to get every point they can get, while, of course, having a great time. And then, depending on that, maybe they make it, maybe they don't. Either ways, they will be content with a good finish to the eISL. Now again, Messi on for Pele in that halftime mark. I think a lot of these substitutions showing you the chemistry issues these players are facing with the recent changes. They want to play those Team of the Year cards, but if they don't play the legends, they might not necessarily get the same chemistry. Right? Let's see, with this change, can Messi really influence the turn of play, get something back?
Oh yeah, that's going to be really interesting if getting a few players up, you do get Messi in. So you're looking at those finesse shots being taken with Eusebio's passes out on towards Pele, then gives it away towards Marquinhos. So Akshat on those final third, he's got to hold on to his horses, right? Little calm the nerves down, take it a little bit more easy, and voila, he can find himself scoring one pass through Adizima with Khalid. Now that could be really deadly. Gives the right pass, but where does it go from here? Right at Bellingham's foot, and there you can see the counter attack coming in from Adizima, but he's taking his own time to build it up around the midfield, wants his players to settle down, get back into position with Hakimi, uses his space, goes through that right wing, will try and eventually search for Messi or maybe Ronaldo, instead opts for Bellingham.
Also, Bellingham yet get caught again, and at this point, both of these players, they're just looking for one cut chance. Akshat has got a couple, Adizima with not so few, but maybe if Adizima can get one, he would be clinical. Same can be said for Akshat though. He's very good at creating those chances. Again, with the ball, looking to do the same, getting pressured into the wing, turns that defender around and is now able to set up the pass into the box. Just needs to take the shot, surely that's good.
Oh, finally. Akshat seeing this through 1-0 lead. It took him so much time, 60 minutes almost into the game, and wow, such a beautiful goal, such a classy one at that. And now we can see him, making few of those changes, Adizima. But Lokmanu classes still keep on going. Now, Lokmanu, ideally, he would be of that opinion. Hey, Akshat has managed to you've got the goal in. Now it's time. If you want, you can try and go hard on your defense, or maybe try and score one more. What do you think? Could be that advice that Lokmanu gave Akshat right now.
I think it's mostly just to calm down, and focus on the finishing aspect, because we've clearly seen that Akshat is very good at creating those chances, and even when he's able to keep composed, get those passes into the box, when he sets up a very simple chance, he's obviously going to get the finishing down too. Moreover, more importantly, as long as he's able to maintain this lead, it's GGWP for Kerala Blasters. They get the 3 points, so I think it's all about calming down for Akshat right now, making sure there's no loopholes left in his defense, and continuing the match in the manner he's played so far, where he's not let Adizima create any chances for himself.
Oh yeah, but right now Atizima has been a little lackluster this time, right? Especially after that little week's
Yeah.
break that he has had. We haven't really seen him showing up on a huge note, and now he's got to try and at least score the equalizer at the very least. But for now, Ronaldo towards Messi. He's got to look at that one breakthrough pass. Maybe needs to dribble it through, and that could be the chance that he was looking for with Ronaldo CA, and he just gives it away. Now,
Oh,
is this a freebie?
I mean, it certainly should be because it's 3v2 in the box, but maybe a little bit of hesitation will cost him. No, perfectly weighted on the
Wow!
pass, chested and slammed into the bottom corner by Akshat. Surely that's lights out for Hyderabad FC, not just in this match, but in the entire set.
Yeah, Adi Zima, he is absolutely stunned. At this point, a little shrug on his face knows that Akshay did him so bad. And see, I must say this has to be the Terra Virtua Super moment of the
Oh, yeah.
day. If this sort of becomes the decider, right? If Akshay can see this through, then 3 points finally secured for them. And look at how Akshay has grown over the past couple of months, right? This player did not have any competitive experience in the world of FIFA, and now he's going one of the toughest players in the circuit, and he's managed to go 2-0 up, and even a feat that Lokmanu could not achieve.
Yeah, exactly right. Even a feat that Lokmanya was quite struggling with, and arguably against the player that has been more consistent for Hyderabad too. Not to say that DK is worse, DK has just had a string of bad luck throughout these matches. But right now, what is important is the victory, and that looks like it's in the bag for Kerala. But maybe we shouldn't count their chickens a little too early before they hatch, because Adizima is trying his best to fight back strong, has De Bruyne on the edge of the box, but not many options in the box itself. So just going to run it down with Mbappe, set up the pass, but Van de Sar, the curse for so many players, especially Ashwin, but now he's become the curse for Hyderabad too.
You know, but then again, right? This is where you just have 15 minutes of play remaining, and we know where this match is heading towards, right? If Adizima, he's shifted on ultra attacking, but what really happens is you're very prone to those counter attacks when you set up this sort of a formation right now, this sort of a play style, and if Akshat can seal one more. And that is where he's going to put Adizima into a deep sleep with De Bruyne finds that opening, gives it away to its Kante with Hollet. He has to look for Ronaldo Nazario, but fails as Eusebio right now is going for that long pass, and Ronaldo receives it. Oh no, no! That was not just the way Ronaldo would want to get at the ball, because of course, I mean, Marquinhos was there, but still, I mean, that's not how you give it away. But talking about giving things away with Pele,
Oh, why?
oh, do you think he could have had a chance at goal with Pele there itself?
Yeah, I think he either should have just moved forward and forced the defender to come onto him and then tried to pass, or should have just gone for the shot, honestly. That was the simpler option, and at the very least, it would have set him up for a rebound for the player he was trying to pass into. But talking about passes, Akshat so damn good with these passes in the box itself. The way he's able to differentiate between a through ball and a direct pass in the moment instinctively shows you the caliber of this player. But again, finding Eusebio out of seemingly nowhere, sets up Pele, and this time maybe goes for the shot.
Never mind. But right now, I think it's all done and dusted, right? It's lights out for Hyderabad FC, because Kerala Blasters FC, the fans finally have found a reason to celebrate, reason to be happy. And does not matter if Adizima even scores in this one, looking for a consolation goal. But Marquinhos says, not today, as Akshat ever determined on holding on to a clean sheet. But that might all change over here. A
Oh
late
boy.
minute, last minute goal being scored, and that is where even Adizima knows it is all he possibly could get. And
Yeah.
Akshat getting more than what he bargained for. And Kerala
Wicket
Blasters
looks
FC,
fine.
there you can see, yeah, that huge sigh of relief. And this this is where your student has not just passed but has topped his university. And Professor Lokmanu being proud of Akshat.
Exactly, and that feeling is what is really important. The pride for Lukman, you're clearly showing that in this moment, in this particular day, in this particular hour, their focus is entirely on this match. And in this match, they've got the victory. You can see how happy they are with exactly that. Kerala Blasters, especially given the fact that they won their individual games, with that slim chance they have of making it to the top four, all the small things matter. Fixes like game difference matters a lot, the number of games they won matters a lot. If they are going to get the victory in every single match going forward, then these small things maybe, just maybe, will help them sneak into the top four. But right now, it's match by match, and for today, it's success.
Yeah, and this is where Hyderabad FC, they were thinking that maybe with this win we've got something to count on. But I guess after these 3 points secured, Kerala Blasters FC will retain their spot back, which Hyderabad FC had taken away from them, considering they've been having a really good run lately. And in the lower order, anything can possibly happen. This is what it all comes down to, right? The players, they have nothing to lose. They're just enjoying the game of FIFA. And look at those class, the qualities of goals being scored by Akshat.
Yeah, exactly. The composure being shown. Adizima maybe getting a little panicky with his defense there. Pulled almost 4 players to try and shut down one player, and Akshat spotting that out instantly. But this is what we talked about as potentially the Terra Virtua moment of the day, because it was that goal that eventually did end up separating them. A 2-1 victory for Akshat without that second goal, that beautifully placed shot from Ronaldo Nazario. I'm not sure if it would be the same end result.
Yeah, I mean, Adi Zima, he was not really looking like he was the one behind the controller, right? Because this is not kind of a defensive lapse that you would expect from his side. But rightfully said, Hyderabad FC, they had the possession for majority of the game. But look at those chances created by Akshat. The expected goals of 3.2 shows how deadly this player had been today. Even on those counter attacks, he's been waiting for his opportunity. He knew his time would come, and he went at it and managed to score 2 goals. And I think I'm pretty sure the players of Kerala Blasters FC, both of them, are pretty much happy with how things have worked out for them. But this is where it all comes down to, right? Now this is again one of those games where they would just be playing for consolation, right? But for all you viewers out there, VFlect is Terra Virtua's own property, a floating dancing robot from the virtual land. Get yourself a VFlect in your team kit for free, worth $19.99. My apologies there. When you sign up, now when you convert that into INR, it becomes quite a hefty amount, especially that you're getting it for free. So, CA, like I said, I've already gotten my hands on the Odisha FC VFlect kit. What about you? We'll definitely talk about your choice, but before that, we've been harping so much about Lokmanu's coaching classes, so let's head on towards the FIFA Finesse classes with Lokmanu.
Hi everyone, my name is Lokmanu. I'm from KBFC, the Blasters, and I'm also part of the Indian E-National team. On a very popular demand of the famous Lokmanu's coaching classes, we are going to do just the same in this video. So in this video, I'll be talking to you guys about the basic ball movement and dribbling mechanics. Also, I'll be sharing some important skill moves in the game that is required to become a better FIFA player. So let's take it step by step. तो एज फीफा प्लेयर्स जैसे हम जानते हैं कि स्प्रिंट सबसे बेसिक पार्ट है गेम का, और वो R2 बटन से या R1 बटन से होता है. आप जैसा देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन पे, आप तेज़ उससे भागते हैं. बट 2 चीज़ें जो लोग कॉमन मिस्टेक करते हैं वो है कि पूरे टाइम R2 बटन दबा के भागते रहो. उससे आपका स्टैमिना डिप्लीट होगा, आपके अच्छे प्लेयर्स बहुत जल्दी थक जाएंगे. दूसरी चीज़ कि आप पूरे टाइम डिफेंडर में जाके पोजेशन लूज़ करते रहोगे, जिसका कोई सेंस नहीं बनता. तो ये 2 कॉमन मिस्टेक्स अगर आप अवॉइड करोगे, लेफ्ट स्टिक और R2 दोनों का मिक्स करोगे, तो आप बेटर सिचुएशंस में जाके अटैक कर सकते हैं. So the next step is agile dribbling. This is one of the most basic things that a lot of people might not do, but today I'm going to show you how it's done. जैसे आप देख रहे हैं एम्बापे जैसा प्लेयर जिसकी ड्रिबलिंग स्टार्ट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, अगर आप नॉर्मल लेफ्ट स्टिक से ड्रिबल करोगे तो वो ऐसे ड्रिबल करेगा, बट अगर आप R1 के साथ ड्रिबल करोगे जो एजाइल ड्रिबलिंग का बटन है, उससे आप देखो अगर उसका एम्बापे का मूवमेंट कितना फास्ट वो मूव कर रहा है और डिफेंडर को कंफ्यूज कर सकता है। जैसे आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो डिफेंडर को कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा, मैं किसी भी डायरेक्शन में जा सकता हूँ। और जैसा हमने स्प्रिंट की बात करी थी, उसको हम यूज़ करके अगर हम लोग सामने जाएँ तो हम गोल स्कोर कर सकते हैं। सो द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज स्ट्रेफ ड्रिबलिंग। नाउ ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपके गेम को अगले लेवल पे लेके जा सकती है, बिकॉज ये बहुत सारे प्रोज eISL में भी यूज़ कर रहे हैं। वो है L1। नाउ जैसे अभी हमने R1 सीखा था, ये है L1। तो आप जैसे देख सकते हैं अगर आप L1 और लेफ्ट स्टिक को दबाओगे तो प्लेयर एक डिफरेंट तरीके की एनिमेशन करेगा, बॉल पीछे लेके जाएगा, साइड में लेके जाएगा। तो ये एक तरह से डिफेंडर को बेट करने का तरीका होता है। और अगर आप इसके साथ स्प्रिंट कॉम्बिनेशन यूज़ करोगे तो आप एकदम से स्पेस में एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो, जैसे यहाँ पे आपने पहले से देखा। तो ये बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल है। जैसे फिर से आप देखोगे वेट किया और एकदम से स्पेस में चले गए जहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी बनती है और आप फिर जाके आगे अपना चांस क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। जो अगला पॉइंट है जिसके बारे में हम बात करने वाले हैं वो है ड्रैग बैक। ये बहुत सिंपल चीज़ है, आप काफ़ी लोग करते भी होंगे, बट जो नहीं करते उनके लिए बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ है, बिकॉज आप इससे पूरा डायरेक्शन चेंज कर सकते हैं। इट्स वेरी इजी टू डू। आप जैसे मैंने आपको अभी R1 बताया, L1 बताया, अब इन दोनों को साथ में दबाना है और साथ में दबा के लेफ्ट स्टिक को एक डायरेक्शन में जिसमें आपको एग्जिट करना है। जैसे आप एम्बापे से देखेंगे, मैं अगर L1 R1 और डायरेक्शन को दबाऊंगा पीछे की साइड तो एक ड्रैग बैक करेगा, तो उससे पूरा डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जाता है प्लेयर का। तो ये बहुत इफेक्टिव स्किल मूव है डायरेक्शन चेंज करने के लिए। आप इसको हाफ ड्रैग बैक भी कर सकते हैं, रोक के लेफ्ट स्टिक को रोक दो, नहीं तो पूरा लेफ्ट स्टिक को दबा के रखो और पूरा डायरेक्शन चेंज कर दो। इससे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिट होगा अटैक। So as you guys saw, these are the pointers that will help you improve your game. अगर आप इसको रोज प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, जो मैंने आपको ड्रिबलिंग के बेसिक मैकेनिक्स बताए, आपका डेफिनेटली गेम इंप्रूव होगा। ये लोकमान्य कोचिंग क्लासेस की गारंटी है। तो इलास्टिको जैसे मैंने बताया मेरी फेवरेट स्किल मूव है। ये थोड़ी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, बट अगर आप मेरा हैंड मूवमेंट ढंग से देखेंगे तो आपको समझ आएगा। जैसे आप देख रहे हैं एक 5 स्टार स्किलर से ही हो सकता है। अब मेरी राइट स्टिक को अगर आप ढंग से देखेंगे तो मुझे राइट स्टिक पे बेसिकली 3 to 6 एक क्लॉक समझ के घुमाना है और ये चीज़ आपको हर डायरेक्शन में करनी है। अगेन थोड़ा मुश्किल है, बट अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे रोज़ और मास्टर करोगे तो बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होगा। जैसे आप देख सकते हैं क्रॉइफ से मैंने यहाँ पे 3 to 6 किया तो ये इलास्टिक हो, तो ये बहुत अच्छे से बॉडी फेंट करता है। फिर से करके दिखाऊंगा, देयर वी गो। तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव है बॉक्स के अराउंड और इसकी वजह से आप बहुत गोल मार सकते हो अगर आपने मास्टर कर दिया। Use these basic skill moves to be on top of your game and have an edge over your opponent. Now don't forget to watch the eISL matches on Nordwind Gaming Facebook and YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and always interesting and intriguing, rather, to hear the genius speak himself, Lokmanyu. But now, I think Kerala Blasters FC, they're just gonna chill. But you could see those gloomy faces on the bottom side. Adi Zima clearly not pleased with how his match went. Especially, he had that burden on him to win and could not really pull it off.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the burden a little too much from the side of Hyderabad FC, and at this point, I think maybe they need to take a lesson for the rest of their matches from Lokmanyu's attitude, given the fact that he's not really concerned about the win anymore, just trying to have some fun, And I feel like these boys, Adizima and DK, they are very talented. They might be unleashed if they just sort of let that pressure go away, let their shoulders get unburdened, and just have some fun. And to start that off, they have this co-op which, at least match-wise, does not mean much because Kerala Blasters have secured the 3 points, but even getting a win, it's a big deal for the morale of your team.
Oh yeah, I mean at this particular point, look at how explosive they've been, right? And it's just gonna keep getting worse. I think at this particular point, they are gonna be playing their hearts out FIFA, something like a childhood play with nothing to lose, just have fun with each other, two brothers in the field. But same can be said for Hyderabad FC. But they can be a little disappointed. They've been having a good run lately, winning quite a lot of their games, are getting a little ahead in terms of where they stand. And now, it's been a back and forth affair between these two teams. over here in this eISL. The last time also it was Kerala Blasters FC that managed to defeat Hyderabad FC, and today by just those two games, they've managed to achieve the feat.
Yeah, exactly. In just two individual games, but now on to the co-op fixes. Well, now I really just want to see some fancy goals. I want to see some montage clips, some long finesse shots, maybe outside foot shots, maybe a bicycle kick would be really nice.
Oh, we've seen efforts, right? See, Azim and I, we've been yearning for that. The Terra Virtua Super moment. We were like, whoever gets bicycle kick, we're going in for him. But I think a few of the players are there who can complete our request. And I think that has to be Ankit Gupta, one of those
Yeah.
players. He's that flashy one. So now we've got to see if Hyderabad FC do have a chance on goal, but no, does not look like it. And Akshat, he's been looking so good, right? Especially the second matchup, he was absolutely stunning. But getting into this particular game, just playing for pride, just playing for consolation, Hyderabad FC would want to at least win it if they do not want to give away Kerala Blasters FC the satisfaction of getting the win in all their three games. So either ways, a draw is also fine for that. They can live with it, but with a right pass towards Mbappe, but could not clearly get the finish done.
Unfortunately, could not. And the ball now back. Hyderabad playing it quite slow. I'm not going to lie, it's not what I expected. I just expected these teams to go ham, but whatever works for them is what works. And right now, Pele setting up Mbappe on this long run. Can just go for the cross. Has Ronaldo's in the box for him, but it's a tendency. A few players love crossing. Ankit Gupta, one you mentioned. A few players absolutely detest it, like Ashwin. And Hyderabad do fall more towards the do not like crossing point of view. Talking about crossing, Pele has not got a chance with Kerala Blasters.
Oh yeah, look at this. Kerala Blasters FC, even they've been trying to get in deep, but now Hyderabad FC, they've been sort of alarmed and alert in their defenses. Now we've got to see if they can pull off anything at all this particular matchup. But this is all about how they've been, how their journey has been so far, right? Both these teams, they've been putting their hearts out, maybe waking up from their long slumber towards the end phases, but it's still too late. Could have been a good chance at goal. Ronaldo with that header, but the direction was absolutely, miles so far.
Yeah, exactly. Still though, now back-to-back action across the pitch, running end-to-end. They actually set up the cross this time, and it's Ronaldo 7 with a clean header. Not able to get it in though.
How?
A key save from Mendy, and he follows it up with another, making it look like a piece of cake.
Yeah, I mean, Ronaldo, CR7, you're supposed to hit those headers in, and that was such a good chance. That was such a good go at it, receiving it perfectly, and then the deflection coming out. And I really thought after that it could be, at least that one goal lead that, Hyderabad FC will be having in this entire matchup. But
Ooh.
no, that was not the case.
No.
Still trying to go for it, but
His own team.
yeah, his own teammate being the one who's his enemy. This is again one of those things that you get to see a lot in the co-op games.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of a miscom right there. Expecting the pass most likely, but this time Ronaldo 7 actually not getting to the ball first. Beaten by Ruben Diaz. Quite surprising. Okay, FIFA. But right here, back on the counter is Hyderabad FC. Ooh, an inside ball for Ronaldo. Keenly intercepted by Marquinhos. Gives Kerala Blasters back. I was going to say the ball, but okay, never mind. These teams are just going to keep it with each other. Be like, no, Custard, we will prove you wrong.
All right. I think this is Akshat. The way he's been in this really good form lately. I really felt that had to be him. Bellingham passing it on towards Mbappe, and there you go. No. Oh, hits the crossbar. Oh, see.
Yeah, I think the pain is real. But I think that was Akshat too in that position. But it doesn't matter. The goal did not go in, and it's back to Hyderabad on the attack right now. Ronaldo with a key skill to get away from it, but tried to cut back in, and again, the tendency we get to see. Players just not comfortable taking the shot on the weak foot, even though I believe that player has 5-star weak foot.
Yeah, and at this point, we all come down. This is almost approaching the end of the first half, and nothing much really happening over here. And it's been, there have been few chances. I think the closest we must say has been that Hyderabad FC Ronaldo's header, and then the response from Ronaldo Nazario from Kerala Blasters FC, and both have gone into vain, right? Look at this chance, this header attempt, and just goes out of nowhere outside. So again, it has been sort of a cagey, silent affair, I must say. Both these teams not giving a lot of chances to their opponents, but this one, wow, what a save from Mendy over there.
Yeah, Mendy so bendy, man, with those moves, able to get the saves on, and that's definitely a card I want for myself. Maybe one of your viewers could come gift it to me. That would be very nice. But no,
Oh,
seriously, like it's been a pain. Every rivals game I played, that Mendy card turns up, I just can't score.
oh, doesn't let you, does he? But oh, that's some really good piece of dribbling coming in from the players of Hyderabad FC, and overextended it, and in fact got punished. But it's still, out for a corner. Still chances there. Hullet having the ball, Ronaldo getting it, and now Mbappe says he wants it. And now it is Kerala Blasters FC's chance at a counter attack, and here they go.
Yeah, and the fact that they have Kullit on the corner clearly tells you they're never going to cross, because you want that big man in the box if you are going to. But right now, Kerala with a low cross right there to Ronaldo. He tried sneaking it into the near post, but Donnarumma able to deny it altogether. We'll keep this match at a 0-0, and at this point, what is really key for both of these teams is just end this off with a nice victory. End it with smiles on your faces, and I don't think a 0-0 is gonna be satisfying for either of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just go all guns blazing now and inherently leave some holes in their defense on both sides.
Oh yeah, I mean Kerala Blasters FC, they're putting their hearts out. They're giving it all,
Oh,
and this could be the chance. Pele with that chip shot. I think it was Akshat on the
yeah.
controller, right? Little bit uh, on that excited stage. Still cannot really believe the kind of a game that he had. It's okay. He's done the majority of the job, and yeah, I mean, we're heading towards 60 minutes. Still yet to see one goal from either of these teams.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite reminiscent of what we saw even in their individual matchups. Both of these teams are very close till this mark where a little more of their attack starts moving forward, a little more of their defense is opened up and opening them up. I think that was Manu actually able to do it to perfection with the loop-de-loop and across the goal shot with Pele, a beautiful shot. Just as we were talking about, it usually was in both individual matches around that 60th to 70th minute mark where one player was able to separate himself.
Yeah, and this is finally I can you know rest my eyes, because this is what I was searching for. Kerala Blasters FC finding that right sort of an opening, and 63 minutes in, they finally found it, and Hyderabad FC could just defend for this long. Again, a long pass towards Ronaldo Nazario. We've got to see if he can make anything out of it, and all right. So there you have it. So again, Kerala Blasters FC on the driving seat. Can Hyderabad FC manage to score one in? And they have to get over a lot of issues, right? Primarily the one being both the players not contesting for the same ball. The teammates are fighting amongst each other.
And maybe that's where the comms have ended and there's like, give me the ball, give me the ball. And unfortunately, that will not work out because you can see Kerala, they're working very, very well together. One player setting up another. This time though, the Kastakar strikes. They give the ball away, and now a really nice long ball set up for R7. He's got R9 in the box, but he wants to go it all by himself. Give enough time for the defense to get back.
Yeah, he does. And oh, a chance with Hullet. and not really working out again, out for a corner, and just working out those plays. And we've got to see if Hyderabad FC at this point they're going ultra attack.
I mean, they might as well, right? Why not? I think the point here is to score some goals because at this point, if they don't get any goals, they're just going to feel discontenting. I mean, like, that's not a loss we're happy with. And at the end of the day, even if you are losing, you want to be content with the way you played. And Hyderabad most certainly will not be satisfied because I feel like they're not able to put their best performance forward. Having said that, though, Kerala Blasters definitely on a nice run of form right here, getting that lead even in the co-op. Like we talked about, the game difference does matter. As much as the players are chilling out, getting all 3 games in this match will make a big difference for their slim chance at top.
Oh yeah, and at this point, at this particular point, we've got to accept the fact that this is pretty much over. Hyderabad FC have made peace with their demons. They know that nothing much can be done in this particular game, and Kerala Blasters is just here to have fun, right? And that is exactly what they're going for. Giving their all in. Another, quite understood why he would go in for that cross, right? They had Ronaldo waiting for them, and 9 out of 10 times he wins the ball. So understood why they're going for such choices. But regardless, now Ronaldo, CR7, having the possession, he's gonna try and find some sort of an opening, maybe through the left wing this time.
Oh, huge cross from Ronaldo 7 this time. Usually we expect him to be at the other end of it, but he sets up Neymar for success, and that was a free header. There was no pressure, nothing. He just slammed it in, and a 2-0 lead now for Kerala Blasters.
I mean, look at Neymar. Just nudges it in. It's not even a header; it's a nudge, and that sort of a setup, that sort of a cross is what you expect from CR7, and a complete package, is what you get with him. And the new Ronaldo card is just amazing, and Hyderabad FC, just disgusted, not really happy with how this has been going. But for now, Ronaldo, he's gonna take the corner, hurl it, making that take. Gives it away to Rudiger.
Nice flick there. Mbappe almost set it up, but talking about a flick, he sets it up for himself. Ronaldo there running away from Bellingham. I believe another cross set up, but this time Cancelo's got the defense. He's covered it, but Bellingham gives it away. Oh no.
He went in. He wanted to tap the ball in, does something similar to the trick that Mufu does a lot, but this time did not work out. But it's fine. It's fine. Kerala Blasters FC have put Hyderabad FC to sleep, and it's 2-0 up. They're looking at a very clean game today. Really satisfied with themselves, but in terms of their run in the leaderboards, looking at that, had they done this at least a week or two earlier, then they would not have been in this particular situation that they are right now.
Exactly, but hey, better late than never is what I always feel, and it seems like they are a little late. I 100% agree, but at least they are able to turn up right here, right now today, and will be able to get away with the victory. They've got to make sure they keep doing this, by the way. They cannot just stop right here. They need to end the eISL on a high note to be happy with themselves. But talking about being happy, Hyderabad most certainly are not with this match at all. They haven't really been able to perform to the top of the mark. I feel like DK had a decent performance, got a little unlucky, but since then it's only been downhill.
Yeah. And I think even if you take a look at Adi Zima's performance in the past, he has taken such big titans down. But Akshat clearly is the Titan Slayer for today, and he has to be the hero of this particular matchup, right? Of course, we'll get to know that after a little wee while, but I must say, right, the way Akshat played it, because Lokmanu ideally coming in, he was supposed to win his matchup, and he did, right? Now the owner sort of came on Adisima, and you could clearly see the sad faces. I mean, both these teams, they had come here to win, they had come here to play their hearts out, and clearly on all marks, Hyderabad FC haven't really been playing like their true self. to be honest, because on any other day they have been better than this. They've been way better than what they played, or rather how they played today.
Yeah, exactly. And for that simple point, I think that's where they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and see how they can at least fix it for the sake of ending the eISL on a good note, right? It's been a long journey for them, and yes, it's not been the greatest of journeys because of, as you can see, their position on the leaderboard, but that's okay. It's all about ending it on a right note, setting up the rest of the year for success, and at the same time also being happy with the progress you've made through the eISL itself. But talking about progress, a lot of progress made for Akshat, I will say. He started off the eISL as a very nervous player. Overall, he seems a lot more confident and decisive.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we love from him. I'm really excited to see when he comes in the second season, or if he comes, and how he's gonna play. I really hope Kerala Blasters FC retain these two players, because likewise, you need to have that experience that like Lokmanu puts on the table, and this clearly shows, right, how he has nurtured Akshat into becoming one of the most deadliest players right now. And he's been winning majority of his games for Kerala Blasters FC. Sometimes, while Lokmanu has been taking a lot of that pressure, Akshat does a decent job at relieving him from that. So clearly, again, this game coming into a close, we could see expected goals of Kerala Blasters FC being way too high. It's 4.5 over here, and every single aspect, I think they were looking really promising. The possession does not matter a lot. Hyderabad FC did create those little wee chances, but nothing too convincing. So that is what it has to be. And let's take a look at the scorecard, where finally officially 3 points have been granted towards Kerala Blasters FC, and this is what we wanted to see, right? Every Kerala Blasters FC fan wanted to see them making a comeback and taking their spot away from Hyderabad FC at this point. But let's take a look at who is going to be the hero of this match. I don't think there has to be any doubts or speculations over. And there you go, Akshat being the one player there. 3 goals scored, 2 from his own game and 1 in the co-op.
Yeah, Akshat was on a very great run of form right there. I'm actually curious if he scored the Pele goal or if he was set up for the Neymar goal by Lokmanu. But either ways, his individual matches where the goals were really, really cool. And yeah, we've just got word. It was the Neymar goal. So yeah, I was not surprised because the Pele goal in the co-op very much looked like Lokmanu. But this goal fixes. This Ronaldo goal is what I think really made him deserve the hero of the matchup. The placement of the pass, the placement of the finish, absolutely picture perfect.
Look at this. I mean, in this particular goal, you've got to admire that pass coming in from Lokmanu. Like, really good synergy between these two players, sending the perfect cross. And now it's the time, the moment has arrived, the Terra Virtua Super moment of the match. And I don't think has to be any doubts whatsoever, right? Has to be Akshat's second goal, just trying to seal it all off, and it all started with this counter attack being pulled off. Eusebio with that fantastic run will have to pass it away, and there you see, this is it, perfectly chested, puts it down with Ronaldo Nazario, scores it and secures not just those 3 points for him but for the entire club, and did get a lot more, like I said, than what he came here for. And let's take a look at how it changes the leaderboard. There you can see Kerala Blasters FC retaining that 8th spot against Hyderabad FC, and now 14 games played, they're at 18 points. But still, as you can see, the top 7, these are the teams that are contesting for the top 4. For Kerala Blasters FC to really come into contention, a lot of these teams have to be throwing their games.
Yeah, exactly. If any teams right there fumble and Kerala Blasters can get a win in every single match they play along the way, then maybe they'll be able to pull it off. But right here, as you mentioned, the top 7, really the 2nd to 6th spot is where all of the action is in terms of the catfight that has almost become this leaderboard right now. Each team at each other's necks, hoping to get into that top 4 and acknowledging how important it is to get into that playoffs, to get that chance to reach the finals and secure a spot in the FGS inherently.
Yeah, and SC East Bengal, they've been playing in a different league altogether, right?
Yeah.
10 wins, already sitting on double digits, but that one loss comes down from the players of Mumbai City FC, right? They have been that good. In the middle, we did see, SC East Bengal being contained by a few of their teams, a few of the other teams who held them to a draw, but that's just about it. Chennai FC, they had been in a really amazing run, but now things have changed. They're still pretty consistent though, but can do better. But now it's the time has arrived. We do have our hero of today's evening, Akshat, with us, waiting for us in the studio. And Akshat भाई, क्या खेले आप? मतलब मजा आ गया. क्या अप्रोच था कि सडनली आपका आज मैचअप आदिजीमा के अगेंस्ट था? क्या ड्रॉ लेना था या जीत हासिल करना था?
अब तो हम ड्रॉ के जा नहीं सकते, क्योंकि अब अगर हमने एक भी मैच ड्रॉ करा या हमने एक भी मैच हारे तो शायद हम मोस्ट लीग से बाहर हो जाएंगे. तो आई वाज
Yeah.
गोइंग फॉर द विन. और मतलब फर्स्ट हाफ में मैंने काफ़ी चांसेस मिस करे और मेरे थोड़े पासेस में थोड़ा दिक्कत हो रहा था. तो लोग मैंने उससे बात करी, वो बोला थोड़ा कंपोज रहे, काम रहे, ज़्यादा रिएक्ट मत कर, आराम से गेम. मतलब अच्छा खेल रहा था मैं उस टाइम, तो मेरे को लग रहा था कि ठीक है कर सकता हूँ. फिर लकीली 2 गोल चले गए अच्छे.
हाँ रियली वो काम नेचर दिखा है स्पेशली दोनों गोल में. एंड मैं यही पूछना चाहता हूँ दैट रोनाल्डो गोल जो प्लेसमेंट किया था आपने बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर, दैट वाज इंटेंशनल? क्या आपने इंटेंशनली वो वैसे शॉट प्लेस किया था या वाज दैट जस्ट लाइक मार दूंगा देख लेंगे?
नहीं नहीं, वो पहले मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं नियर पोस्ट चल जाऊँ, बट फिर गोलकीपर थोड़ा नियर पोस्ट की साइड खड़ा था और उसने बाद में राइट साइड की तरफ वो लिया. तो मैं सोचा कि फार पोस्ट मारूंगा तो ज़्यादा अच्छा होगा, चांसेस ज़्यादा है गोल के. बट फिर एक बार अचानक से डिफेंडर भी बीच में आ गया, तो शायद लगा कि ब्लॉक हो जाएगा, बट वो लकीली चला गया.
बट चलिए अक्षय, आपके थोड़े फ्यूचर प्लान्स के बारे में बताइए. देखिए, आपका पहला कॉम्पिटिटिव टूर्नामेंट था एंड सडनली जब आप स्टार्टिंग में आए थे काफी नर्वस लग रहे थे, बट आज यू बीन द स्पीयरहेड ऑफ केरला ब्लास्टर एफसी's अटैक. सो आगे चल के आर यू गोना स्टिल कंटिन्यू competing इन फीफा और डू यू हैव एनीथिंग एल्स इन माइंड?
वैसे मतलब मैं अभी एमबीए चल रहा है मेरा, तो वो एमबीए कंप्लीट होने के बाद अभी सेकेंड ईयर चलेगा. तो पर फीफा भी मैं साइड में मतलब खेलूंगा, बट देखते हैं नेक्स्ट ईयर फीफा अगर मतलब क्वालिफाई हो जाए तो पक्का श्योर खेलेंगे ही. फीफा तो कभी छोड़ नहीं सकते, फीफा ऐसा गेम है.
FIFA
एडिक्टेड
cool,
टू फीफा.
man. we all love a game. But thank you so much, Akshat bhai. आप आए यहाँ पे अपना टाइम दिए. We hope that towards the end कुछ ऐसे miracles हो जाएं जिसके नाम पे Kerala Blasters FC make it to the top. For all the best to you and look on you, buddy.
थैंक यू सो मच.
So there you go. FIFA is a passion for Akshat
Yeah.
and all of these players in the eISL, and for all the viewers watching the stream right now. If you're enjoying it, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And likewise, it would be such a shame to not have Akshat with us in the next season of the eISL. But now, for all you viewers, now if you've done your job liking the stream, we have something for you, the V-Flecked robot, which is Terra Virtua's own property, right? The floating dancing robot from the virtual land. All you've got to do is head over to www.terravirtua.io/ISL. Now, CA, I've got myself the Odisha FC V-Fleck. What about you? What have you got for yourself? Or are you planning to get?
I actually do really want the Chennai FC. I'm born and brought up in Chennai, so it's also the first Hero ISL club I ever went for. So I think I will definitely get myself one of those.
But yeah, of course. I mean, you hailing from Chennai, and it's not really surprising that you're going in for the yellow one. But I love my black. But let us know which V-Fleck jersey are you guys going for. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally done with this first matchup of the evening. Before we head out, a huge shout out to our sponsors, as the eISL is powered by Coca-Cola, our associate sponsor Hero, esports partners Nordwind Gaming, our platform partners PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners Terra Virtua for making this event happen. Now, CA, that being said, this is Monday, right? Monday means we've got 2 more games. So
Yeah.
right now, we're going to go for a quick little break and we're going to be hopping to a different stream. So don't forget to catch us over there.